recently I shared how I had stumbled upon the Diet Direct website as I was getting ready to place an Optavia order. And I was so excited about the Diet Direct products because the reviews were fantastic. It was less than half the price of Optavia. It claimed to be very similar to the Optavia program. So I was super excited and I placed an order, but how was it going to taste? And what else would I discover? We're going to discuss that today. Okay, the flavors were amazing. I was so excited. All of these different products that I could try. I had been doing Optavia off and on for about 3 years at that point. And when I discovered Diet Direct and Wonderslim, I was just ecstatic. But there was one thing that I didn't think about. I was so incredibly excited as I tried a different product every 2.5 to 3 hours as I was replacing my typical Optavia Fuelings and trying these new Wonderslim products. I tried 10 different products in those first 2 days. So I was replacing all 5 Fuelings 2 days in a row with Wonderslim products. But my excitement suddenly changed when it came time for my weigh-in on that 3rd day. You see, I had just gotten back on Optavia a week and a half before. In fact, that was why I was pulling up the website to place a new order, was because I was getting ready to get back on plan. And after finding Diet Direct, I did place an order, but I went ahead and started plan because I still had a bunch of Optavia products here at my house. So the day the Diet Direct order arrived, I was already a week and a half into my health plan. Well, let me back up and say that I believe I had lost about 5 pounds at that 1 week weigh-in. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that when I did Optavia the first time in 2019, I did stay in fat burn for 19 weeks straight. For 19 weeks straight, I had consistent weight loss. On the graph, I'll try to pop those back up, but my graph, you'll see it just goes down, 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 down. You never see it go across where I was stagnant or go back up where I was gaining until after March 15th of 2020. That's when it starts to go back up because I got COVID and the pandemic happened, and everybody knows the rest of that story because we all lived it together, right? In those 19 weeks, I stayed consistently in fat burn. And I believe that when the program is done right, it would be that way for anyone on the program that does it correctly. I can't guarantee 19 weeks, but I do believe that you would stay in consistent fat burn for as long as it takes to get to your goal weight, as long as you're following the program correctly. So anyway, the Diet Direct products arrived in the middle of my 2nd week. So I just dove right into that box, started going through the foods I was so excited to try, picked out 5 Fuelings for the first day, 5 Fuelings for the second day, and then that 3rd day was actually when I was due for my 2nd week weigh-in. To my complete shock and disbelief, on the 3rd day, when I stepped on that scale, I could not believe what I saw. I had a 2-pound weight gain. That had never happened before on Optavia. Not ever. I was devastated. But I went straight to my food stash and started going through the products and looking over everything. And it was exactly what I feared. I jumped headfirst into this program, just trusting that it would work as well as Optavia did, because they claimed to. How naive is that? I didn't even bother reading the nutrition labels. I just assumed it would work the same. And what I found was so disappointing. Just as I suspected, the Fuelings had way more calories than Optavia, and they were not optimized for weight loss success like Optavia. I was so devastated. Now, you guys know I do not like wasting money. I don't even like spending money, but I especially don't like wasting money. So as I went through the products, I was able to pick out some that I could still utilize. But a lot of them I could not. There was just way too much sugar and calories in some of those. But it made sense. I realize now, wow, this is why they taste so good. I was essentially eating a candy bar that was labeled healthy, but it was not. So I'm not trying to slam Wonderslim or Diet Direct. You just need to be aware of what you're putting in your body. So pay close attention. I certainly would not try to do the Optavia route while replacing all 5 Fuelings with Wonderslim products, because every Wonderslim product is higher in calories and sugar and everything else. All of them are. Some of them are only a little bit higher, while others are off the charts higher. So I think you can use some, and I'm about to show you guys. I have some of my favorite products here, and I'm going to show you which ones I still do use. But one thing that I have learned is that I can only replace maybe 2 Optavia Fuelings a day, and the other 3 or 4 Fuelings really need to be Optavia in order to have successful weight loss. I had mentioned to you guys that because of my wedding and because I gained so much weight over Christmas, I was going to I was going to be strict with Optavia and stick strictly to Optavia and nothing else for the first couple of weeks. Well, I screwed up. I made some of the Wonderslim pancakes the other day, not even thinking about the fact that they were Wonderslim and not Optavia, because Optavia also has pancakes. But I have had a couple of Wonderslim products in the past couple of days. So my 1 week weigh-in is tomorrow, and I'm super nervous about it just because I did not mean to have as many Wonderslim Fuelings as I did. So we'll just have to see in the morning how that affects me. But the main purpose of this video is to inform everyone of what they're getting into with Wonderslim products. Now, before I go any further, I do want to say, please remember that any information I share, this is not medical advice. I am not a medical professional. You definitely need to consult your doctor before beginning any type of weight loss plan or health journey, because only your doctor knows your personal health issues and concerns that you may need to think about. So please always remember that. If you're ever watching my videos, or anyone else's for that matter, take it with a grain of salt until you've had a chance to talk to your own doctor. Okay, so now that you know about the dilemma that I had with the Diet Direct products, I'll let you know that I do not like to waste things, and my goodness, they tasted so amazing. In fact, I did compare one of the protein bars to a Payday and one other candy bar, and the nutrition label was practically the same. I mean, it was practically the same amount of calories, same amount of sugar, all of that stuff. So that's why they tasted so good. I was eating a candy bar in a smaller portion labeled healthy. I was able to go through the products, figure out which ones I definitely needed to stay away from, and then I gave those to my college-aged son, who lives on, red beans and rice, ramen noodle type mac and cheese diet. So he gladly took all of those off my hands. So they did not have to go to waste whatsoever. So that was good. Now, back to what I was beginning to tell you. I had not planned to do anything but Optavia for the first couple of weeks, because I wanted to make sure that I was firmly in fat burn before I tried to hack the program. But with that said, I do want you to know that that is my intention. And I don't know if you've noticed, but right now, since I restarted my health program this past Monday, I am labeling them all. The night before I started, which was Sunday, so somebody would have to look back at the calendar, January 15th or something like that. Anyway, that Sunday night, I did label that Health 2.0 Episode 1 at the end of the title. And then you'll see the next one after that is Health 2.0 Episode 2, Health 2.0 Episode 3, Health 2.0 Episode 4. This should be Health 2.0 Episode 5. And we'll just keep this going. until I feel like I've covered all of the topics that I'm anxiously trying to share with you guys. And then after I finish this series, then that's when I actually want to work in some hacks, and I'll start a new series. I'll label them something different, but I want to start a new series to see if we can hack the Optavia program by using other items in place of maybe 1 or 2 fuelings a day. I still have not successfully done that. I've tried and then something happens and I get completely derailed. So this time I'm gonna try not to have any Wonderslim products for the next couple of weeks, because I truly do want to get a good detox going. I want to be firmly in fat burn. I should be in fat burn right now, but I just want to make sure that I'm good and solid in there before I start trying to have some of the Wonderslim products, and then I'll kind of document all of that for you guys, and we'll see if my weight loss slows down when I'm incorporating Wonderslim, or if it seems like it stays on the right trajectory or anything like that. So that will be a future series. Stay tuned for that. And let me know if you've got any questions about it or anything that you want me to specifically look for or try, so that I can pass that information on to you. So now, with all of that said, I want to show you some of the Wonderslim products that I do still use, and we're going to compare them side by side with Optavia products so that I can show you exactly what I'm referring to when I say that they are not nutritionally equivalent. Okay, so here are some of my Wonderslim products. And let's see here. Let me show you some of my favorites, like these pea protein chips. 130 calories, 0 grams of saturated fat, but 4.5 grams of total fat, 11 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, 10 grams of protein. So that's not too bad, right? I don't have any crunchers to compare that to because I'm out of the zesty cheddar crunchers, which are okay, but when you try these chips, I mean, they blow the zesty cheddar crunchers way out of the water. So let's look at Optavia's cinnamon sugar sticks. I think, well, no, not I think, I know that the nutrition label is pretty much the same. Well, this might be actually a little bit lower because I see now it's only 100 calories. Most of the Optavia fuelings are 110 calories. There are a few that are only 100, but most are 110. They all have 11 grams, well, most have 11 grams of protein. They're all low in sugar. They've got good fiber, low fat, all of that stuff. Okay, so they are perfectly optimized, don't forget, with essential vitamins and minerals as well. So that's why, I mean, you're actually fueling your body, which is what you're supposed to do, is fuel your body. This stuff is not exactly fueling your body. It's providing you a treat, really, I don't think it's providing you any health benefit, really. I mean, maybe slightly, but not like Optavia anyway. So anyway, so this one's they have a Cool Ranch, they have a salt and vinegar, and okay, so salt and vinegar is a little bit less on the calorie side. So see, for most of the Optavia zesters, they're going to be 110 calories. So see, for 10 more calories, I would certainly rather eat this because it tastes way better, but I mean, it's not supposed to be about the food, right? And it's not about the food. The food is not. Now, okay, let me rephrase that, because you do need to eat properly. You've got to fuel your body properly to be able to lose weight, but you've got to find the right nutrition to help you lose the weight. And so with this stuff, you just have to be careful because some of them have some hidden stuff in them. So like, for example, let me show you this. This was one of the protein snack bars that I got when I first started. And I don't even think, yeah, that's not even what's in this box. I just reused the box for other items. But anyway, you can look at this. I believe I gave all of these to Aiden because they were just way too high in calorie for me. 170 calories. It actually only includes 5 grams of added sugars, which is a lot lower than some of their bars. A lot of their bars had like 18, 19 grams of added sugars. So that was bad. So showed you the pea protein chips. And now these savory crisps. Now these are great when you're really getting pretty hungry, or if you're feeling kind of snacky. I do like them. They're not stale tasting like some of the Optavia crisps are. And I don't mean that the Optavia ones are stale tasting. They're just harder. They're firmer, something. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, these taste a lot like Chex Mix. Like the texture, the consistency is very much like Chex Mix. But it's 140 calories for this bag, 3 grams of total fat, no saturated fat, 20 grams of carbs, and then 10 grams of protein. So anyway, that's one that I probably should be thinking twice about. And then on these crunchers, these are good, but I have had them a lot, so I'm starting to get burned out on them. But anyway, 130 calories, 2.5 grams of total fat, 18 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein. So that's another one I need to be thinking twice about before I have these. Is that the same on this one? Looks like it's about the same, yeah. So one thing that I do like to do that incorporates an Optavia item with a Wonderslim item, and then that helps break the calories apart, is I like to puree maybe 4 packets of these cinnamon sticks. If you puree 4 packets of that and then take like a tablespoon of melted grass-fed butter, mix it all together, it kind of makes like a graham cracker crust type of thing. I just press that firm in a round pan, press it firm down in there, and then I use one of the Wonderslim puddings. So they have so many great flavors. There's the toffee cream, there's the lemon, there's the banana delight. There's also a creamy cheesecake, but apparently I threw the box away. I only have 2 packets left. So I do believe that the cheesecake has the same nutrition information as all of these, which, oh, well, no, these aren't even the same. Okay, so, or the lemon, I'm sorry, is only 80 calories for a packet, 7 grams of carbs, 5 grams of sugar, 1 gram of fat, 12 grams of protein. So see, that's good. That's what I was going to tell you. In order to eat a protein forward diet, it's really best to try to get 10% of that meal's calories from protein. So for example, if you're having something that is 100 calories, 10% of that would be 10. So you want 10 grams of protein. If you're having something that's 200 calories, 10% of that is 20. So you want 20 grams of protein. Or if it's a 500 calorie dinner or something, you would want to make sure that you're getting 50 grams of protein in that meal. So that's kind of the way that I try to make sure that I'm staying balanced with my protein, because I do not tend to get enough protein, and I really have to work at that to make sure that I'm getting enough protein. Because honestly, if it were up to me, I would just live on coffee all day long. What I do is I'll take whichever one of these puddings that I'm making at the time. I will take 4 packets, mix it according to the instructions, which is just to add 4 ounces of cold water per packet. So obviously 4 times 4 is going to be 16 ounces of water. So you mix 4 packets with 16 ounces of water, mix that together. And then I just pour it over the crushed cinnamon sticks that I've pressed in the pan. And then I put it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to let it set. It does set faster than normal pudding does. And then after that, what you will have is 8 servings, because remember, you use 4 cinnamon sticks and 4 puddings. So you've got 8 fuelings there. So then on your pie pan or whatever, cut it in half, cut it in half again, and you've got 4 servings, right? So now cut each one of those triangles in half again. So that way you've got 8 servings. They'll be pie-shaped servings, and it tastes like having your own cheesecake or pudding pie of some sort, right? And then remember, if you're doing the banana or lemon, these are both 80 calories. So what you do is, I mean, I figure out the nutrition for the whole pan and then divide it by 8. But I mean, if you just want to know off the top of your head, then obviously it would be half of this and half of this is your serving. So half of 100 is 50 calories, half of 80 is 40 calories. So you've got 90 calories in this fueling, and it tastes really good. Now, Optavia also has some puddings. Oh, and Wonderslim has other flavors as well. I've never really craved chocolate pudding before, so I just really, I mean, I love chocolate, don't get me wrong. I like chocolate in a lot of other things, but when it comes to puddings, I would rather have lemon and banana and things like toffee cream, because those are the flavors that you don't really get in other items, right? So anyway, I just leave the chocolate to the cakes and cookies and stuff. Optavia also has puddings. I just love the flavor of the Wonderslim puddings, and nutritionally, they seem to be similar, although I don't think these are loaded with your vitamins and minerals like Optavia are. So that is where eventually we're going to do that Can You Hack Optavia series. So that is coming soon. We're going to find out together if that's even possible. We're going to track my weight and see what happens. And I'll track exactly how many fuelings I'm doing of Optavia, how many I do of Wonderslim. I may even, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But if you have suggestions, do put those in the comments, and I will definitely take those into consideration. And then another product I want to show you is the protein brown bread. This, oh my gosh, I love this. It's one of my favorites. But another thing that I want to tell you that I think other people missed, because I read a ton of reviews and nobody mentioned this, but everybody was raving about the $11.99 price and all that stuff, right? Well, some of their fuelings, can you see that? They only come with 5. Optavias come with 7. So most of the Wonderslim products do come with 7, but there are a few in there that only have 5 servings in the box. So if you're not paying attention, you may think you're buying a 7-serving box and you're not. So anyway, on this brown bread, you can see here that it says 15 grams of protein, 9 grams of fiber, and 6 grams of carbs, and it is 180 calories. So that is quite a bit higher than the Optavia fueling. So I don't eat this real often. I keep it in my fridge so that it won't go bad, but that's something to consider too. So when I do have this, usually I will have it with I'll fry myself a free range egg and saute some spinach and maybe a turkey sausage or some turkey bacon, and make myself like some toast and stuff. Oh, I should show you too that it does. So you could, well, that's true. I have done that before. It comes, can you see this? It comes with 3 pieces in there. They're thin, but they're good, especially with some grass-fed butter. I have gotten full before I finished all of it, so I have broken it apart and only had like half of a serving at one time. So you could do that to cut back on calories. It's just completely up to you. Now, guys, there is so much more I want to show you, but my laptop battery's dying, my phone battery's dying, my microphone battery's dying. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Oh, don't go away. Don't go away, because I almost forgot that we still have our giveaway to give away. If you've watched some of the previous videos, then you know what I'm talking about. But we are going to be giving away a prize on our next live stream. That happens on our main channel, which is Second Mile Journey. And it happens on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And all you have to do is come over there to the live stream And in the comments, just jump in there and post this word. And whoever does it first wins this prize. And we're going on week 2 and it hasn't been done yet. So feel free, if you see a word in another video, post all the words that you see, and maybe I'll do something bonus. But we'll say that's today's video's word is bonus. Okay, so there are 2 other words that I dropped in some other videos. If you come post all 3, maybe I'll add something extra in there, but whoever does that first will win. Nobody did it last week, so obviously your odds are pretty great that you could be the winner. And I've got a prize to ship out to you, and I think it's a great one. I'm really excited about it. I will get busy on the next one, and I'll include the rest of the stuff on the follow-up video. And at that time, we'll also see what my my week 1 weigh-in was. Now, tomorrow is my week 1 weigh-in. And I do know that I've got a super busy week coming up, so I'm not going to be able to post a video tomorrow. I will try to get one as quickly as possible in a couple of days. But in the meantime, if you're curious how my week 1 weigh-in went, I will post something about it on Facebook and on Instagram tomorrow after my weigh-in. Okay, so if you're interested in that, go to Second Mile Journey. It's spelled out just like here on our channel. Second, SECOND, Mile Journey. And that's on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Pinterest. So, but on Facebook and Instagram, for sure, I will post something to let you guys know how it turned out. And then I will also share that in the next video. I hope this helps answer any questions that you might have between the 2 programs. And if you do have more questions, please do post them in the comments and I will address those for sure. If you aren't familiar with the rest of this series that we're doing right now, there should be another video here or here or here that you can check out as well. So that is it, guys. Thanks for tuning in with me. We will see you on the next video, or I'll see you on the live stream.